We mentioned recently, I don't know if this was on the show or if I wrote this. I think maybe a little both. Maybe it was the day you weren't on the show. I can't keep it straight anymore, frankly. It's still news to me that we were in Las Vegas for a week and a half. But I've said that every team should offer Bill Belichick a big pile of money to come in and tell them what to do with the new kickoff formation. What to do. Well, apparently he's giving it away for free instead. Here he is from yesterday talking about just basic strategy for this revolutionary kickoff that the NFL is going to use in 2024.
And I would say with the new kickoff rules, because there's really no running involved, the kicking team's already down there, the return team's already set up, that there'll be more of an emphasis on size players in the return game than speed, where, a lot of teams would cover with, 6 or 7 DB wide receiver types, with their kickoff unit. And play with the same type of players on the kickoff return, play with a couple corners, a couple wide receivers on the front line that could run and get back and set up. Well, now there's no need for that. You just need guys who can play at the point of attack, shed blocks, and defend their space because of the new alignments.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Interesting thought. And again, Bill, don't give it away for free. That is valuable insight that I think teams would pay for. Not that he needs the money, but what did Heath Ledger as the Joker say in The Dark Knight? If you're good at something, don't give it away for free. I wouldn't be sharing those secrets with the world. But if he's going to be in the media, he's going to get asked questions, and he can't say, well, I can't talk about that publicly. I have a consulting deal with 5 different teams on how to get the most out of the new kick formation. But this is the 1 year. He's been in the NFL for 24 years. They make this revolutionary change to the kickoff. This is right in his wheelhouse, and he's not here to show us how it's done.
Right. Yeah. No, and again, I think that thought is probably already out there with special teams coaches. I'm sure he's had conversations with Joe Judge already, dissecting that a little bit. And how do you look at this? What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's the way Bill is. He is who he is because he's an incredible thinker, right? He is always willing to think, and tinker and figure out a new way, better way, what's the most efficient and detailed way and all that. And, yeah, it is interesting there. Again, you think about, like, what it's going to be. Yeah, maybe we're going to see more offensive lineman type on the kick return team. Right. Hey, you block this guy pull around. We're going to try to expose this hole right here. And then therefore, you want more maybe middle linebacker defense end types that are like, wait, I know how to hold my ground against that block and keep this arm free for tackling the returner to this hole. So there's certainly an unintended consequence or something that I didn't think about, totally at this point of being maybe a bigger group of people on the field, which also could lead to the intrigue of, wait, they're bigger, but now it's slower and they're having to tackle Tyreek Hill and it's one wrong step and it's see you later, I'm out of here. Now nobody on the field's fast enough, right? So that's where you're going to have to find that blend of size and speed on the field at the same time here.
Yeah, if you're going to use offensive linemen, you got to have guards and centers. You got to have nimble guys who are used to pulling and getting out in space because they got to fill up that gap. There's a 5 to 10 yard gap between where the 10 players are from the kickoff team and the 9 players are from the return team. Or they can have up to 10 if they only put 1 in the landing zone. You're not close quarters. You're not phone booth. You have to go meet the guy. You have to get to the point, and you have to get to the ball carrier. So I don't know. I think there's going to be some experimentation, and there's going to be some good, and there's going to be some bad. And I think it makes preseason this year more relevant than usual.
I would agree.
Because we're going to work out a lot of the kinks, and teams are going to try out different things to see what works and what doesn't. It makes practices to the extent that any of them are, and some are available and some aren't. But all these iterations in advance of week 1 are going to be critical. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.